Welcome to the Vale, a rare bastion of civilization in a world recuperating after a terrible, centuries-long war. Though the battles ended 200 years ago, the land still recovers from this period of tumultuous strife and slavery. Join now the defenders of the Vale as they navigate a world riddled with opportunity and tragedy, all the while seeking glory, gold, and adventure.
You guys left off in that cave doing books. Not a hydra. Finn's dead. Killed a bunch of monsters. You guys have a friend in the hand. It's a weird session or two.
If we hold the leg, we also have a friend in hand.
Oh my gosh.
Wow!
You have an inspiration for almost killing the DM with choking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that too soon?
That was too soon, but it was perfect
No.
also.
That was.
Am I
the
the
right
only one who
amount
did
of-
not get it?
I think so.
All right, so you're holding onto Fenn's leg weirdly. You guys have woken up. What you guys gonna do
Realizing
now?
that you have a friend in your hand.
So, I don't know if Robbie John would have gleaned this from the recap, but I'm pretty sure Robbie John was one of the people who had their memories come back after they put the earplugs in. The gist of that being that all of the things that we did with Fenelius and Darwin.
Darwin works.
Okay, yeah. All of those memories that we didn't even know we had came flooding back. So, the time in the caves after we rescued the silly, and then jarred off the previous dragon as well. All that stuff, they were hanging out with us. So, there's that too.
Good to know. Thank you.
All right. So again, I ask you, what are you guys gonna do?
So, I think at the end of last session, we basically said, okay, we kind of have to kill this, not a hydra, before something else really bad happens. And I think where we just left off was being like, okay, we'll do that next, I believe. I don't know how we're gonna find it. And, Basil is just kind of looking awkwardly around the party, hand on, Fenelius's severed leg that he's keeping on the back of his belt, like, I don't know what to do with this now. It's just really...
Well, that's just creepy keeping it first. But if you want to hang on to it, maybe Graves could, hold on to it, maintain it. I don't know.
Well, I suppose it should be taken back to Fenelius's mother. I don't know much about...
We want to bring Finn's leg to its mother?
You always
Like,
bring the remains back to the family.
A bloody leg!
Leave no man behind.
It's all
Well, that is not a man.
So, Mr. Rin, if you were deadened in battle, you wouldn't want your remains brought to your kin? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, if there was only a leg left, I would prefer you guys to let the leg, where it belongs. I mean, yeah, just leave the leg.
I mean, no offense, Rin, but your leg compared to Fenelius's leg is a lot more, there's not as much to
Long.
go.
Rabbi John thinks we might not have found it.
Found what?
No,
Mr. Rin's leg.
I'm pretty sure it is Mr. Finn's leg. It's
No,
pretty
Rin is
pretty
like-
pasty.
No, she's saying Rin's leg is so small that had you been looking for his leg, it would be a lot more hard to find.
It would have
It's
stayed
true.
lost than dead on the ground.
True.
Well, all I'm saying is that it's creepy, but hey, you want to bring back a dead member to Finn's mom? Well, you do that, but don't include me in that, please.
We need that so we can maybe resurrect him.
Is that something that can be done?
Maybe.
If so,
It is something that can be done. But
Rabbi John thinks that
What
it's a
judgment?
decision that that Mr. Fenelius's mother should make.
yeah.
Doing fast about that? can it just be done whenever? Or
It would look better on us if we killed the guy who ate her son.
About that, what? I think we should maybe use Finn's library to find out more about this creature. Maybe he would have taken some notes or had a book on this or something. I don't know. I'm just proposing something.
I'm not sure.
I think we bring the leg back to his mom.
Robbie John agrees. There are
Let her figure out what to do with it.
Yes, there are decisions that should only be made by family.
We're family.
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm
All
not
right,
sure where you
just-
guys fall in my family tree.
On the left. Just check on the left of your family tree. You'll find us there.
Way left.
Grok starts looking over his left shoulder and spinning in a circle.
Rin just rolls his eye and just like, oh god, this dude is so slow.
So I don't really know Fenilius, so I don't really have an opinion on that, but we found what you believe to be Fenilius's leg. Right? Is there a chance that there's more of him somewhere? I mean, are you talking about taking his leg back to his mom now? Or are you talking about going and looking and seeing if you can find the rest of him or whatever creature this is or whatever?
Well, personally, I think we should just get out of here and make some research first. And then come back later.
There is the concern of if this. I mean, why would this thing want to stay around and wait for us? Maybe once it's done here, if we're not quick enough, it would just leave. And I don't like the idea of letting it do as it pleases.
Do I remember from Fenilius's journal that he was suspicious of strange disappearances? Maybe whatever happened to Fenilius is happening to people in this town. If we leave, we may be helping this monster make other people disappear.
Robbie John would like to help the townspeople, and she also thinks that maybe it would be kind of nice to get revenge for Finn, Mr. Finn.
I mean, we don't know where to start, but of course investigating the disappearance might lead us there, but this is a long shot, best.
Don't worry, Mr. Wren. Robbie John will protect you.
And the longer we wait, the more chance of us forgetting him again. We need to kill him before we forget that we're going to be killing him.
Rin just like flip off Rabijan.
Nice to be the healer.
Hey, Robbie, you're number one. That's cool.
Yeah, number one, like 21 AC. Come at me, tiny man.
At the I mean, I respect Rin's idea to prepare before engaging with this unknown beast, but I do fear that most libraries would be perhaps rather dry on information on this topic, and I agree with Onyx's sentiment of waiting longer could lead to more disaster.
Well then, let's just get out of here and go see what the populace has to say about this disappearance and find out more clue about this. And maybe we could get a lead on something.
We can ask them if they've been finding dead bodies of people they don't know just laying around.
Why did I knew you were gonna say that or something like that?
Are you psychotic? I know you're psychotic.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm not. Otherwise I have a very, very, very promising imagination inventing you all.
So, guys, what did you decide?
Going monster hunting.
I think we're going monster hunting.
I want to go monster hunting. Okay, one is generous. I think we should go monster hunting. As spooky as it might be.
Robbie John votes monster hunting.
Gronk's voting monster hunting.
Let's do it.
So, how do you guys want to approach the monster hunting?
We're gonna stuff crap in our ears so we
What's
can't
the
hear,
pointy end?
and
Okay, one at a time.
proceeded to walk around town, I guess.
All right, and is this you guys at the end of the session? You guys, I'm assuming you took a long rest. You guys got ready for the next day.
Because we took a long rest before we spoke to Geister again, I think.
It's true, and then you guys spent a pretty good amount of time doing research.
Note stuff.
I'm all good with whenever the DM says. I assumed you took a long rest.
So then, who all passed? Refresh my memory. Who all passed their wisdom saving throws before?
Onyx.
I know I failed.
It was like Onyx, Rabijan, and who else? I think there was 3 of you, maybe 4.
Well, I think it was Onyx, Rabijan, Basil, and Rolen that passed.
All right. Everybody who did not pass, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Was that for putting on the...
Except for you, because you didn't put the things on, yeah.
Yeah, that was my question.
Grunk,
That's your answer.
23.
All right, so Sue and Grok both passed. Ren, are you ever going to put those things in?
Not yet.
Okay. So as you two both pass, you hear the sound of a horrendous music. It almost sounds like synchronized screaming, and you start to have that rush of memories too. Not only that, as you guys kind of make your way upstairs to the top of the inn, you notice a lot of damage to the town. There's holes in walls and things that looked a little run down before actually looks pretty wrecked. You see some of those holes. There's blood around the holes. And there's all sorts of stuff. Like, it just looks like a battleground.
So while we were away, something like really, really, really violent happened, right?
You don't see any of that, Ren. It looks like normal to you.
Okay.
What on earth is that hideous sound?
Oh, you hear it now too. I know. I slept good to it last night.
Can't say I did.
My goodness, I may never sleep good again.
You guys okay? What's wrong?
Can you not hear the rather horrific sound of the Another Hydra's influence?
No.
Did the earplugs not work?
I didn't put them on.
Why?
Well, like my mother always says, do not accept candies from strangers. You don't know what might be in them.
Wait, you aren't supposed to eat these. You put them in your ears. I don't...
It was a metaphor.
Oh, it seems to have gone over my head.
I mean, we don't know that guy. We don't know what his powers are and what he might have put in there.
I suppose caution is respectable, but if you can't even hear this horrific wailing, then perhaps its influence will be hidden from you a bit too well.
Well, you'll guide me.
I'm not sure. Looking at the destruction around here, I would imagine that I wouldn't have the time to guide you very well in combat with this thing.
Whoa, what destruction? This is pretty much like we left it. What do you guys are hallucinating about?
Mr. Wren, the only one hallucinating is you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that statement is wrong.
Basil wants to... I think he thinks that Rin has a very good point, and just to sort of exercise solidarity. He's not going to take the plugs out, but he's going to... stillness of mind, this thing. So he uses an action to end one effect that might be causing charmed or frightened. He doesn't know if anything like that is on him, but he would just do it as sort of like a,
Yeah, nothing changes.
After doing that, I think Basil would be more confident then that Rin should put in the earplugs, and he says, well, do you not see all the... I mean, this place is, for lack of a better term, torn to shreds, Rin.
Rin just goes around and poking walls and just, like, touching the matter to see if what he's seeing is an illusion or something. He's not sure anymore of what is the reality or what isn't.
Okay. You poke walls and everything feels like a wall to you.
Can we see that he's like, if he like touches a wall that isn't like there anymore? Can we?
Yeah. You see him almost subconsciously avoid those areas. In his mind, he's touching every part of the wall every couple of inches or something. But when he gets to an area that has a hole in it, he just moves right by it.
Can I walk over to him and like, Rin, can I take your hand for a second?
Yeah, but there's no way you can make him. Even if you try to make him, he's not going to touch that area. Like his mind makes it not a place. Mm-hmm. Like you're not going to be able. Just DM talk. You're not going to be able to force him out of this. This is an illusion. It's not your typical illusion spell where you can disprove it by willpower.
Yeah, I think Basil would just sort of be like interested to see what kind of effect that would have. So he would try it anyway, even if he didn't think it would be very fruitful, and just sort of be like, oh, okay, that's weird.
So Basil is like taking my hand.
Yeah, we're married now.
Yeah.
Taking your hand and I'm like trying to like drag it to specific places on the wall, and then obviously for you it's not much surprise when nothing really happens.
Yeah, but nothing. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. As far as you're concerned, Ren, you don't see any damage here. No matter where Basil moves you or tries to have you touch, everything's as it should be. It feels normal.
What if
How
Basil
does the
puts his own
DM feel
hand?
about player versus player?
It doesn't. There's no. I mean, you can certainly roll things, but I'm explaining to you now, and this is the nicest explanation. There's nothing you can physically do to make him not believe that it's normal.
Unless
what
we
if it's
forcibly
the other
put
way
those
around?
earplugs in his ears.
Yeah, you might try that.
I'm wondering how would the DM feel and the group feel about me casting deafness on him.
Oh, to what end though? Oh,
Well, if he won't put the earplugs in for himself, I'll put them in for him. It's kind of the thinking. I know some groups have rules about stuff like this, and some groups don't, and that's what I'm wondering is the group's rules on stuff like this before I go ahead and do it.
We never had that problem
I
before, so
I don't
mind.
want you to intentionally try to harm a player. That being said, I don't think this is intentionally trying to harm a player.
So while Ren is not paying attention to Gronk's going to cast blindness, deafness. I'm picking deafness on Ren. Ren needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yuck.
The DC 17.
Okay, I think I failed that one. I rolled an 8.
So here's what happens. Ren got an 8. I started talking over him. I apologize. Here's what happens, Ren. Your Basil's kind of leading you across the room. He's like, no, just touch right here, and you're like, it's a window. It's how it's supposed to be. Like he's putting your hand in a hole in the wall. And then you see Gronk casting at you, and you start to get a little like, what the hell is this guy? What are you about to do? Why are you casting a spell? Why you're looking at me, weird turtle? And he casts a spell and everything goes completely silent. You get a bit of a headache as your perception of things changes almost immediately. So your perceptions of things shift as you see that he was trying to put your hand where there was a hole in the wall. There's a few holes in the floor. It looks like a battle happened around. And you start to see all the damage you start to see exactly all the damage they were talking about now that you can't hear. Also, you can't hear for the next minute.
I use minor illusion to create an illusion of a note or a sign in my hand that says the phrase, I got you, buddy. I got earplugs in for you.
Ren just looks at the weird turtle and tortoise. I can't pronounce that word. And he's just like, with like maybe scary eyes, like he's a little bit scared, a little bit surprised, and he just like take the earbuds from his pockets and put them on.
All right, now have the earbuds. I think everybody can hear the thing now at this point in time, right?
Horrendous.
Yeah, it's well, except for Ren, he can't hear it. He just doesn't hear the song with quotes. So now that you guys have got that, what are you going to do now?
Is there an area of town that looks more damaged than others? Or like a center of the destruction? Or something like that?
Music louder in an area than another?
Follow the sound of my voice.
Or a direction that the music might be coming from.
A trail of blood and gore and dismembered bodies.
I'm getting less and less confident about finding this thing the more that we ask these questions.
Do we see Finn over there waving, hopping in one leg going, hey, over this way?
Come on,
You
guys.
can if I cast minor illusion again.
You wouldn't know what Finn looks like enough to cast it, right?
Yeah, but I could do a wanted poster of Finn hopping on his leg that I see, and it would be kind of hilarious, but
technically,
I think I broke Mallory.
This is a beautiful rendering of what the town might look like.
Oh, it's really similar to Centerville, actually.
No, it's not.
I like it. Oh, is that the blood? I thought that was a road, and I was like, that's a weird road.
Like, Joe, you better up your game, buddy.
Yeah, man. I've been lazy lately.
Wow, that might as well be an arrow.
Just follow it enough, and you see an arrow.
For the listener, we're seeing a red path of blood traveling down through the streets, down between buildings, and there's no other pathway or anything like that.
There's all sorts of paths. As you emerge from the end, you do see drag marks and a scuffle mark that kind of heads its way through town. The little bits of bodies and pieces of intestine lining, and it's what's weird is you see town members walking through this, getting their shoes bloody and all that, and just ignoring that it even happened. All of these people are clearly under the illusion that you, up until just a little bit ago, was part two. And this trail kind of leads out into the woods the more you follow it down. You guys gonna follow the gore? You guys gonna stay up there? Ren, you staying in the inn?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay.
Is there I guess since it's leading us out of town, I suppose as we're leaving, if there's a building that looks actually sturdy enough to support Basil's weight, he would like to try and climb up to the top of a decently sized one and see if he can get, see anything from up there.
Where on this new map are we coming in at? The bottom, top, middle?
You are coming in right where you put yourself, top, bottom left. And you hop up and you look around and you see that as the trail goes into the woods, trees look like they are disturbed as stuff has been drugged that way.
There's like trees I can see like a path of trees knocked over and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex had ran into a woods.
Okay. Alright, yeah. This sounds great. Yeah, this sounds safe. Yeah. You will hop down and continue following the path.
I'm gonna have Snowball fly up. Well, shit. Snowball doesn't have earplugs. Never mind.
I forgot to do this before. I'm not ready. I'm failing you guys as a DM.
Don't worry about it. I failed you as a player because my dog won't shut up.
No,
it doesn't help that I'm full.
That's the worst thing.
It doesn't help that I'm full of peanut gallery comments.
You guys start to see, as you come this way, Ren actually said he was going to make some sort of check. What were you asking about, Ren?
I would like to check out what kind of footstep or whatever. Can I recognize whatever has been dragging stuff? And
nope.
There is if there are any piece of like scale for anything that could be recognizable, man.
You just see body parts, pieces of gore.
Well, guys, it seems that my tracking skills are not what they used to be, because I can't, fathom what the hell has been coming from this part here. Whatever.
I wouldn't say it's your tracking skills. I would say you're trying to track something you've never seen before, based off a picture in a book.
Oh yeah, and Ren, just to let you know, you might not remember this, but we actually know we're following not a hydra. And it looks really, really ugly from the pictures. And it's like, I don't know, this way somewhere.
Yes, thanks. I'm pretty sure I do remember that, because now I have the earbuds on, so...
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're forgiven.
So here's a little side question, Ricky. Does the Nada Hydra's wailing sound like some sort of song? Or like...
It's actually kind of faded. You guys don't really hear it. The earplugs magic, as the longer you guys have the earplugs in, the less and less of the actual Hydra song you can hear.
Right. So it's more like it's like we know it there, but we can't hear it anymore. But we know it should be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I was about to put out to
What? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Sue?
I'd like to stealth.
See a roll. You gonna do that too, Ren?
I would like to propose to scout together.
If we all want to be sneaky, I can help us, since we're touching the ground, I can, help us sound a little bit quieter.
Well,
I'm checking out that glowy yellow rock on the ground.
Sue got a bad 22 for stealth.
A bad 22. Oh, is there such a thing as a bad 22?
That's only slightly below average for you.
Yeah, but I rolled with advantage.
Yeah, you got a 9 on the die.
Well, I guess that Rin rolled a... Do I roll with advantage or not? Otherwise, I got a 14.
You got a 14.
Do you have boots of elven kind?
Yeah, keep bragging.
Do you have a cloak of elven kind?
Okay, so what do you guys have rolled stealth? Let's do it. What are you guys doing?
I would also like to mention that I am not participating in scouting. I'm participating in watching out for whatever is eating people.
Passive scouting.
Yeah, and I am going to go through the maps and make my way from tree to walls and like just try to hide and sneak from point A to point B to point Z, and then just like try to see if I can like manage to see something hidden somewhere.
Sue gets a 21 on perception.
Okay, so what? Anybody else doing anything? Is everybody just hanging back while Sue and Ren run around the map? You guys are all playing too?
It's like we're used to them going off scouting first, so yeah, Onyx is staying behind.
Okay. Also, I don't know why you guys are rolling perception without letting me. Remember, I'm going to let you guys know when you need to roll stuff.
Yes,
But as you
master.
guys... That's right. Yes. Now, as you get a little closer to the side, you actually see 6 holes kind of centered in this area. Sorry, I realized you wouldn't see that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Or in the middle.
I was doing a thing that DMs do, and I was pinging the wrong map. Wrong layer.
That's so fun, isn't it?
So you see 6 holes, and you see a lot of the drag marks kind of come to that area.
I will go back to the group and let them know what we found.
So it would appear that is its most recent den.
It appears to be something.
Perhaps this is the area that Finn was taken from. He said he was on the outskirts of town by a tree.
Are you guys approaching the holes?
I am.
I have an idea.
All right.
Outside of the holes, as we get close to the holes, I'm going to ritually cast alarm centered on the holes.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh. When Grok is casting his spell, Basil will give him a good amount of space.
Basically, if there's a creature within... God damn you, Ricky.
Hey, speaking of a creature...
Emerging from the inside of the hole, because they're good-sized holes,
Oh, God.
you see 3 of these multi-armed green skin things writhing as they coming out of the holes. At least 2 of the heads at all times are screaming in agony.
Same thing there was in the hand, right?
Probably.
Back at one of the minions that Jafiro summoned back at the Humble Beginnings.
They're gonna combat. You guys can do what you want.
Yeah, Basil will combat too.
I was waiting for the DM to ask for a roll.
That's fair. But that's it. Roll. What are you guys getting for initiative?
Rolen got a 22.
Grok got a 20.14 by miracle.
Robbie John got
Onyx.
a 9.
Onyx got a 14.
Sue got a 27.
Basil at least remembered to click on his token this time and got a 24.
And then the dire trolls, I think they're dire trolls. Yeah, they got a 4, 20, and a 16.
And Ren got a 14. And Ren is pissed at Sue because Sue's rocking tonight.
Oh, he's a cheater. Sue, speaking of cheating, what are you gonna do, buddy?
Well, a troll appeared near me, so I'm going to attack it.
Where are you? Oh, I see you. All right, my friend.
30 to hit. And since it crit, I will go ahead and toss a superiority dice in there, specifically for menacing attack.
You gonna do big numbers?
And I will smite at 3rd level.
God,
Dude, roll as many fucking dice as you can. I do not blame you. It is a crit.
Oh, I rolled pretty low, so it's only 68.
Basil.
Holla. They're huge. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I guess I'll go hit the one that Sue just destroyed, kinda. I'm pretty sure I meant to kill these guys quick. I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay, 2 sword stabs. A 16 hits. Okay, cool. For 11 damage. Ooh, a crit. For 11 damage. And then I will key point for 2 slapperinos. I want to jump off its gross knee and kick it in the chest twice. How's that sound? There we go.
That sounds gross.
It does. 27 to hit for 12 damage. Another 27 to hit for another 12 damage. Okay, well, and then I will move around it there. I'll move there. My initial thought was going to push one into a hole, but I'm pretty sure they're 2 sizes larger than that one.
Yeah, don't end your token on top of those purple squigglies. Those are holes. Yeah, and so this troll, just so you guys know, Sue comes up and attacks it, and it almost looks like a damn anime where light happens and radiance, and he probably goes, Gah! And the troll just takes a crap ton of damage. And then on the back of that, Sue like kicks it 47 times and does a little bit of damage. But this troll is not healthy. Not healthy at all. Rolen.
Okay, I don't know if you got my whisper, but I'm going to wild shape into the... I'm going to use 2 uses of wild shape to wild shape into a fire elemental.
I think I got your message.
So I'm going to move up, and I get multi-attack. I get to make 2 attacks. Boom, and boom. So 11, which will probably miss, but then oh wait, yeah, 14, still miss. And then 17 on the second one for 8 fire damage. And that'll be it for Rolen.
As Basil has a heart attack, and Rolen makes a crazy attack, the troll standing behind you, Sue, snarls and comes over to attack you as you're the closest thing. Does a 21 hit, Sue?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's going to be 9 piercing, 4 poison. It's going to be 12 slashing. That's going to be 12 and 14 slashing. Dear God. It's going to be 14 slashing, and the last attack will finally miss.
Hey Ricky, real quick, did my second attack hit?
Yep, we did the damage for that.
Okay, so also on a hit, if the target is a creature or a flammable object, it ignites until a creature takes an action to douse the fire. The target takes 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Okay, noted. Please be better about pointing that stuff out on your turn.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't read the whole thing.
So, Sue, anything? Do you do anything with your actions or anything?
No.
Grok, what are you going to do?
I'm going to be casting Fireball.
It's my line, I feel.
So I need you to get out the token. I've already tried to.
You don't need the token. You're going to put it where you can hit those 3 and not hit anything else, right?
Yeah, roughly right in the center of the mess there, sculpted out for the 3 friends.
Yeah, just roll the damage. And then, Rabbi Jan, up or down? Pick it quick, now, go.
Up.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to hurt. I got 42 on the damage, DC 17 deck save.
All right. Let's see. Roll 1d8 for me. Or 1d10, I apologize.
That's a 3.
So at the start of this turn, the on-fire troll takes another 3 points of damage, gains a little bit of life back because even these trolls are cheaters. And then it's going to... I think it's going to attack the thing that just effed it up the worst. No, I don't know. It's going to attack a monk.
Yes, that's how it be.
What's your armor class, my friend?
19, I believe. Yes, 19.
You're going to get hit for... It bites at you and misses. It claws at you once and misses. You're going to get hit for 18 slashing and another 18 slashing.
Okay.
Onyx, what you going to do?
I would like to rage. Then I'm going to take a step up, and I'm going to attack him with my halberd. I am going to go up and bounce off this wall, just enough to get up and just bring down my halberd on his chest. 12 to hit.
27 to hit. You've just got several things with you in melee.
Okay, so even with me being 10 feet away, I still get it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're in melee.
So the first one is 10 points. I rolled a 24 for the second one and got 17 points of damage.
This troll is still looking at you with one of its 3 heads very angrily. Not looking very good, though. One of its arms is barely hanging on. There's a gash in its chest. It's oozing out green ilker.
And I am done.
You're in, my friend. You've seen fun stuff happen. You've got these 3 gross trolls. This one's been getting hammered by everybody, and 2 others have popped out. Swing, and you've seen him before. What are you going to do, my friend?
So Ren is gonna move over there. He's gonna use his action named Panache, and the creature has to make an insight check against my persuasion check, please. Then I'll explain whatever it does. I rolled a 15.
Well, it's going to pass its check. It doesn't seem to be affected by you.
Damn. And then I am going to use a bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Basil, which is a d6 that he can add for ability check, attack roll, or saving throws. He can use it anytime he wants. And this would be the end of my turn. I might try to cut you off somehow because I want to use a reaction if something bad happens to Basil. So yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. Where's your languages? Common, halfling, things can yeah. You got to reread that ability, my friend. It works really good if you share language.
What?
Panache only works. It has to understand what you're saying.
No, that's not what it says right there. But maybe
That is what it says. It's Swashbuckler. If you look Panache, at 9th level, your charm becomes extraordinarily beguiling. As an action, you can make a charisma persuasion check contested by a creature's wisdom insight check. The next sentence says the creature must be able to hear you,
okay,
and
yeah.
you two must share language.
I had the abbreviated version. I had the short version on my character sheet.
I mean, there's also another effect, which is why I said it didn't work, but because of another effect going on. But that also did it, because these guys aren't working if they're on a board. These 3 trolls wouldn't be hanging out near each other. But Rabbijan, the 3 giant gross things are trying to kill your friends.
If I use my action to dash, can I use a bonus action to cast a spell? A bonus action spell?
Yeah, you can move, action move, bonus action spell. Yes, that is a not bad. That is not a. That's a yes. I mean.
Okay, then Rabbijan is going to move and then use her dash action to get close to Mr. Sue. And then she's going to cast Cure Wounds on him, which is a touch spell.
But it's not a bonus action spell.
You're right. So then Rabbijan is going to cast Healing Word, which is a bonus action spell.
Why don't you move back to just your regular movement? Take your action back. Because isn't Healing Word like a range spell?
Healing Word is, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got a 30-foot range.
Yeah, so you can move like 5 feet, Healing Word, and then maybe Spiritual Weapon or whatever else you want. No, you can't Spiritual Weapon because it's also bonus action. Yeah, whatever. Do whatever. However you want to do it.
Well, now I need more than 6 seconds. Give me just a moment, please.
No, go.
Okay, Rabbijan is going to use her movement once to get close to this troll that everybody's been kicking on.
Mm-hmm.
Then she is going to use her mace to smack it. And then
Like
she
a
will
spray mace, not an actual weapon. Just like...
Yeah, sure. And then she's going to use Healing Word on...
Let's do the attack first.
So.
Run up and bap it.
I thwap it on the head.
You have advantage because it's surrounded by people that hate it.
Thwap. Does a 12 hit?
No, it doesn't. It smells, and you didn't want to touch it.
Accurate. Okay, well then she's going to cast Healing Word as her bonus action for Mr. Sue.
Let's see it. That would have killed it too, by the way, Rabbi. Yeah, I was going to laugh if you walked up and stole the kill.
What is Rabbijan's strength modifier? Because it's not applied to that attack. She's only got her proficiency on
Strength is 0.
Yeah, it's applied. It's applied properly. Sue, you
Mr.
got
Sue
16
gets-
points.
Yes.
I apologize, Rabbi.
A whopping 16 points. Enjoy that.
Anything else?
No, Rabbijan's done.
Wait, so when Rabbijan casts the Healing Word, she says me-owie?
Yes.
And Mass Healing Word is Wee-owie.
So it bites you for 10 piercing and 2 poison. And it hits you for 18 slashing. Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction to do cutting words and give 1d6 on its attack roll. So yeah, I'm gonna roll a d6 and it's gonna be subtracted from the second attack.
So you're going to take it off the damage?
No,
I think it comes
from the attack.
Okay. Roll your d6.
Fuck.
2. Okay. So you take 10 piercing and 2 poison. You take 18 slashing, and that's it. Out of those 2 attacks, the other 3 miss you.
Wait, what?
You took 28 physical damage and 2 poison damage.
But wouldn't the cutting words... Oh, because it's not affected by cutting words, right?
No, it's affected. It just didn't affect it enough to make it miss you.
But it's...
It went from a 23 to a 21.
Okay,
AC's 19, you said.
Yeah.
Right.
So that one...
It hit you
that
twice.
hits.
So you
And
took
then-
28 physical damage and 2 poison damage.
Yes. 20.
Sue, that's actually really Ren. Good job. Your character's doing a lot of effective things. I'm sorry they haven't worked yet, but your character's being really effective.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So just so you know, don't be
reading better my
discouraged.
character sheet now.
Just don't be discouraged. You're doing a lot of cool shit. It's just not panning out this time. Sorry, Sue. It's your
It's
turn.
not.
I attack the one that is severely damaged, hitting AC 25. I stab it in one of its heads and
Okay.
do 21 damage.
It collapses.
Then I use bonus action to disengage and move away.
Rogues are cheaters.
Yeah.
Basil?
Paula. Seem to be in Trollland. Well, I'll stab the one that's still up, but we've been hitting. 16.
16.
11.
Wait, why you're swinging with advantage on the top right one?
On the one left of me.
Oh, it's collapsed in a heap. But you can hit it if
wow.
you want.
Never mind then. My bad, I didn't hear that. Oh, God, some weird music coming. Okay, that 16's for the 15 on the one for the right of me then.
Let me see if I can put a...
Little dead symbol.
So, a 16 will, I think, miss. Let me double check.
It's a 15 because it's not with advantage on the one on the right.
Which is exactly what you need to hit. I was a liar.
Oh, excellent. Well, it takes 11 piercing damage. 17 to hit, or 14 piercing damage.
Fancy.
Bonus action key point for 2 punches to its weird troll tummy.
Yeah, your hand's gonna get stuck. If you roll a natural one, you get stuck.
That was a 19. Oh no, it's for 6 damage. That was a 13, so it's a miss. And then...
It was a 4. It's close.
then I will move. Not super sure where I want to move. I'll move down here. Like, there.
Alright, Fire Elemental, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I remember our encounter in the humble beginnings. So even though this one appears to be down, I'm going... Ooh, you know what? Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move first. And I can move through the square. So, something else a fire elemental can do is... The first time it enters a creature... the elemental can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. The first time it enters a creature's space on a turn, that creature takes 1d10 fire damage and catches fire until someone takes an action to douse, etc. So,
yeah, roll it.
I'm doing that to both of these trolls, I guess. So the first one, the one that I stepped in first. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing.
You just gotta roll your 1d10.
So 4 and 4 on the second one, as I end my movement there. And then the multi-attack, I just used the rolls that I had before. So the first one, the 16, is on the one that's that one for 5 fire damage, and then the 11's gonna miss.
Okay. Grok, what are you gonna do?
Well, fire elemental just killed my plan A and plan B. So I'm gonna end up just scorching ray and hitting the one that the fire elemental's hugging all 3 times. I'm gonna hit AC 24, AC 10, and AC 18 for 12 points. 3 points, which I doubt that 3 is going to go through, and then the AC 18s for 3 points, if that does go through.
All right, so 2 of the bolts land and hit the troll in his chickadee chest, and the other one flies off. It's funny. I took the wrong troll off the turn order. Damn it.
No.
That's okay. I'll just go for this troll whenever it goes to this other one.
You're drunk, man.
That would be impressive.
Go home, DM. You're drunk.
What's your armor class, Rolen?
Let's see, is it elemental? It's 13.
Alright, so you're going to get hit for 7 piercing and 1 poison with the first hit.
So, fire elementals are immune to poison, and I have resistance to piercing.
I guess that makes sense.
Are all of those attacks on me?
Yeah, they totally are. So it's going to be, 4 piercing damage, 8 slashing damage, 6 slashing damage, 8 slashing damage, and 8 slashing damage.
Got it.
I accidentally gave it 1,000 hit points for a brief moment. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Onyx, your turn.
Good God. Good job, guys. You now got it down to triple-digit hit points.
Okay, Onyx is coming up here, and I am going to try to chop off one of his arms.
That's weird. That's oddly specific.
A 20 to hit
That does barely hit.
for 17 points of damage. Swinging again for a crit, a 28, and I did 17 plus 24, 21, 41 points of damage.
Cheaters.
And with him bending down in pain, I'm going to poke him in his eyeball with the back end of my halberd. 21 to hit
One hit.
for 12 points of damage.
Ren.
I'm singing Dead Cow for Cutie right now. No, okay, so I'm just going to throw 2 dagger at this ugly creature right there. And I'm going to use sharpshooter for both actions. No, sorry. This one. Because I will get advantage then.
No, you won't.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. The advantage is for melee attacks. Ranged attacks can't gain advantage by doing that.
Okay.
Ranged attacks are pretty ridiculous. That's the way they try to balance it out.
So it's gonna be 12 and 8, 7.
You used
Okay.
sharpshooter and bolt?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Its armor class is just a little bit higher than the 12. I apologize.
You're forgiven.
You're a bursty dude.
So yeah, that would be the. I'm just gonna move like I think I might have pissed this one off, so I'm just gonna move a little back further, and that's it.
Rabbijan.
Okay, so Rabbijan is going to move over by Sue because she realizes that 16 points of heals is crap, and she's going to use her action to cast Cure Wounds.
All right. Do it to it, Lars.
So that's 24 hit points to Sue, and I think that's all I can do, right?
That's your action. Do you got any bonus action you want to do?
Can I? Oh, spiritual weapon. Yes.
It is not a cantrip, so you can't do cure wounds and spiritual weapon at the same time.
Would I be able to use the rest of my movement to get closer to the troll and then do a swing? I don't know how the melee stuff works.
If you'd used spiritual weapon, you could swing on the same turn. But because cure wounds is a regular action, then that's you can get closer to him, but you can't swing.
Rabbijan will stay. That's Rabbijan's turn.
All right, Rolen.
Jeez.
I'm so glad you moved him up to me, because a creature that touches the elemental or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes the 1d10 fire damage.
That's great. You're also going to take, 3 poison, 18 slashing, 15 plus 9 is 24, 12 slashing, and 7 slashing, as this gross troll attacks the evil fire with a vengeance and gets smited with evil fire. It's like punching lava. Sue.
I assume the top one is the most damaged.
Yeah. That's a good elemental, Ron. Good elemental time.
Thank you.
I will move to there and attack it.
All right.
23 to hit
That will hit.
for 19 damage.
It's alive, but it's not happy that you hit it like that. What's up, Flippy Boy?
Paula, those 2 are still up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, if I use Fireball, is it gonna set the trees and stuff on fire?
That's how trees work, but a fireball's already been done.
And we're okay? Well, okay, I'll just trust that. That sounds fine. So Basil's gonna run over to this stump next to Rin. He's gonna leap off it, and as he does, he, strikes the silver serpent tattoo on his arm and throws out a mote of fire, and basically just like bicycle kicks it at the elemental and the trolls. So I want to put the fireball
Okay.
that area, so it doesn't hit people that aren't made of fire or trolls.
That's fair, yeah. Roland's actually weak to fire damage, so you're gonna kill him.
Damn.
It's the dumbest fire elemental in I'm just kidding.
So that's 21 damage, DC 16 dexterity save. But yeah, I believe Roland is immune because he is fire. Roland, that elemental form is lit. Haha.
That new album Roland dropped is just fire!
Yeah!
What are you gonna do?
It's almost as late as Robbie John's slumber parties.
Remember that one time we set a room on fire? Wow, that was painful.
How dare you?
Rabbijan remembers.
Rabbijan will never forget that. No more summer parties in Rabbijan's room ever.
Alright, I will multi-attack. The one that I've gonna hit him, well, try to. Ooh, I think a 23 will do it for 8 fire damage. And since he's still up, I will do it again. Or not. That was a 7.
2 natural ones.
That was great. If you had hit with that second attack, you would be dead. Rack.
Well, he's still on fire, so I got that going for me.
You have set a lot of Roland's woods on fire. What are you gonna do, Grok?
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh boy, just roll it.
Hey man, I said like 20 minutes ago I was gonna cast Fireball.
Click it. You gotta click it before you get a ticket.
Oh, that's a crappy fireball. 22 damage, DC 17.
That was a pretty crappy fireball. Onyx, what are you gonna do? You see a smoldering body of 2 of the dire trolls, and then one that is on fire but still in the fight.
I run over the troll there and come up to this one, and I am going to swing at him.
Right.
Bringing my halberd down, trying to cut them from stem to sternum. For 13 to hit.
Yeah, no, that's gonna. No, why would it be 13? There's 2 of you in melee.
Okay, I wasn't sure how. Okay, sorry.
It's 26 will hit.
The other way, but 26 for 17 damage, 27 to hit for 12 damage, and poking him in his eyeball, 23 to hit for 12 more points.
Ren.
Bryn's gonna throw move right there. He's gonna throw 2 daggers at this one. First one with defeat, spell, slinger, no,
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember that. And then second one without. First one is 21 to hit. Second one is 17. So no sneak attack. So it's 18 damage for the first one, and 17. Does that hit for the second?
It does hit. I'm gonna need you. Hard rule. If you're gonna select which one gets its sneak attack damage, I'm gonna need you to take your sneak attack off the macro. That way, you're not just picking the highest damage roll, and it's letting you roll twice for damage and pick the highest. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Still, I'm pretty sure since I'm rolling from D&D Beyond, I can't do it.
Or just we'll have you manually roll your sneak attack damage, because we're looking for a hit. I don't like the idea of being able to look like, oh, those both hit. I'm just going to pick the bottom one to do sneak attack because it's clearly 3 more points of damage, which we'll do this time. But I think from now on we'll just have you manually roll the sneak attack damage. That way it's not shenanigansy. But 18 plus 30, jeez, that's enough. It falls down. It's not quite dead, or is it? I want to point out Ren just did a lot of damage right there. Rabbi Jan, are you going to do anything?
I would like
This troll
to.
has fallen to the ground. What are you going to do?
Rabajan is going to run up to the troll and smack it with the mace. Would that be considered assisting or whatever?
Advantage? Yeah, you get it.
Okay, 19, so that's 8 points of damage, and then for her bonus action, Rabajan's done.
That's quite the bonus action.
I thought I had a plan, and then it fizzled out when I realized Sacred Flame is not a bonus action.
I was gonna just say bonus action, light a torch, catch the thing on fire.
It's already on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, then, yeah.
Almost enough.
That was 9 fire damage for you listening at home.
As this thing gets up smoldering with fire, Rabbi Jan, it attacks back at you, but it's going to miss, it's going to miss. It's going to hit you for 13 slashing. It's going to hit you for 20 slashing. It's going to hit you for 12 slashing.
That's 45 damage total.
Yeah, that 20 slashing was impressive. Sue.
Me, owie, someone come kill this, please.
I move up and stab it in the face.
In the face!
20 to hit,
Which will hit.
22 damage.
And it collapses back on the ground again. Basil? Hold on. Let me save you guys some trouble. Basil, Ron, Grok, Onyx, everybody pretty much besides Sue at this point. Is anybody going to do fire damage?
I'm gonna do fire damage.
If Ron doesn't, I will.
I was gonna cast Firebolt if nobody
dies.
else has done it.
Ron touches it and it dies.
I don't think I can do anything besides fire damage, to be fair.
It just takes 10 points of damage before its turn. Or it has to take 10 points in a turn. Right? And then that's what causes these trolls to do it. And I didn't want to... It's not going to do anything significant. It got its last little attack in. So the last troll drops. We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. Thanks for coming along and listening to us play some Dungeons & Dragons. We hope you had a good time. And join us next time with Defenders of the Veil as we try to find dragons to slay.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Defenders of the Veil. You can follow the cast on Facebook at Defenders of the Veil or on Twitter at Defenders Veil. Please subscribe. Go to your favorite podcatching app of choice and leave us a 5-star rating and review. And be sure to tune in next week for more shenanigans from the Vale. Until then, Guildies, farewell.
I did read the recap, the little bit that I have retained. There was like an arena, and the other bigwigs from the hand were there, and it turned out that Geyser was fighting for the Beholder's place in the hand, using us by proxy, and we killed him, and Finn is dead.
I'm sorry, what was that last part? Could you say it again?
Finn is dead.
No, please don't.
Is that about right? I think that's all of it.
So does that
for the
mean we
most
have to
part.
put up with Sue now?
I guess until Alpharek decides to make something else.
You can't just flip characters. It's not like you could be like, I'm tired of this character, I'm done. It's a conversation we have to have.
What have you got against characters flipping, huh, Ricky? I'm trying to say
Well, I've had to deal with you, so I hate it now.
Your experience running a monk PC and my experience of running a monk PC are totally different.
I'm feeling better. Come on, just take him. He's almost dead. Were you Monty Python it, Rick?
Yes, I was.
'Twas just a flesh wound.
What's that bring out your dead scene where the lady's beating the cat on the wall and the guy's trying to get his grandpa taken out?
Yeah, can we all go like, always look on the bright side of life?
We could. So, why don't we take a 5-minute real quick? Because I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I do too. So, excellent choice, Ricky.
Nice.
I
Our
need
bladders
snacks.
are cross-globally linked.
Yeah, we're synced up.
Is that like a period
Ricky.
thing?
That's just weird.
Nope, missed him.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys, I had to.
Mal, you know that might end up being like, the bonus track at the end of the episode. Just an FYI.
Do it.